The Super Eagles didn't qualify automatically to the World Cup, but they get to play in the playoffs. And I think it's good enough. And why I say it's good enough, because looking at the 10 games the Super Eagles played, maybe the last six games, they gave it their best. Yeah, they gave it their best to qualify automatically, but it didn't happen. It's a bittersweet feeling for me. Yeah, it is, because I feel like Nigeria should be one of the countries that will have their flag alongside the likes of Argentina, France, England, Portugal, playing in the World Cup, even with the fact that it is now expanded. Maybe I think the expansion applies in 2030, but the fact that they even have an opportunity to still play in this World Cup come next year, I think it's something we should look forward to. Now, to the performance itself, if someone had told me that the Super Eagles can score 4 goals in a match, I will be shocked, because I can't remember the last time that I've seen the Super Eagles play a match and score 4 goals and not concede. Like, score 4 goals and not concede. Like, their concentration level today was from the beginning to the end. I think after the first 2 goals in the first half, of course, they had gotten, results from the other game, South Africa against Rwanda, and they knew that, you know what, the only chance we have to qualify into the World Cup is to play in the playoffs. And what do we have to do? Score more goals. Which was exactly what they did. I have always said it, that if every single person, every single player is giving their all on the field, just like Osimhen does, we will get results. Osimhen scored an hat-trick. Like, those goals were so good. And then Bruno Yemachi topped it up with the 4th one close to the end of the game, I think extra time. But I like the fact that maybe, I want to believe that the players now understand that they literally have to go through the long route to get to play in that World Cup, because it will be really disappointing if Nigeria does not play in this World Cup. It can't happen that we will not play in the World Cup back to back. Nah, it will be a huge stain. Not even with the fact that Ghana has qualified automatically. Let them just go and rest. South Africa has qualified. You see, the whole question that was even coming into play, if South Africa will not win and all that, was because of the 3 point that was deducted. If they didn't deduct that point, they would have qualified probably with a draw safe, because they had 18 points. If they added that 3 points back, they would have had 21 points. So it would have been an easy qualification for them. It is what it is. Nigeria is going to be playing in the playoffs, and they are obviously going to be part of the 4 teams that will be playing in the playoffs in November in Morocco. Now, this playoff for me, I feel like we might be able to get through the CAF playoffs, right? Where I think we would have a problem is playing in the intercontinental playoffs. That is where we are going to have an issue. That is where I believe we are going to have an issue. We should be able to beat Gabon, and then wherever it is that is the winner between Cameroon and Burkina Faso, it's going to be difficult. But I think Burkina Faso is one team that we always just know how to handle them. Cameroon, not so much. but we should be able to beat Gabon, and then whoever the winner is between Cameroon and Burkina Faso, I want to believe we can get over that. And then it is now to determine who we are going to face in the intercontinental playoffs, because we are going to go there as CAF representative, and then they will have the ACF, the Oceanic playoff winners, and then CONCACAF. It's just too much, really. But that's the price. That is what you have to do to play in that World Cup, and they have to go through it, because they did take the qualifiers seriously from the very beginning, and now they have to now do the hard work. And maybe it will even make the story sweeter that we have to go through all that to play in the World Cup, and maybe, just maybe, see what happens in the World Cup. But looking at the formation, I think the coach got it right. I don't think it was even a formation problem. The coach, yes, knew the players he wanted to play, and he played the right players. The problem was the players getting the job done on the field. There was no, you saw how emotional Eric Shaw was at the end of that game. It was really, really emotional. He knew the boys had played so well, and it's just unfortunate they have to finish second on the group. That's what they have to. Well, I'm impressed with what the players did today. I am. And it just goes to show that maybe in the playoffs they can put up this sort of performance till they get to the intercontinental stage playoffs, and then if luck is on their side, get to the World Cup. That's just, I don't know. I don't know how to feel, but it is what it is. We have to head to November to see what they do again in the playoffs. To be honest, I don't even know how to. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts on this particular game. Osimhen scored an hat-trick, and as I said, Bruno Oyemachi topped it up with the fourth goal. It's disappointing to see that Benin Republic, who I feel like also they did so well leading to this game, lost out like that. But it's only two teams. In fact, it's only one team that can go through. The other one will have to fight and battle their way through to the World Cup. So yeah, anything can still happen. I still trust and believe in the Super Eagles that they can get the job done. I believe in them. When I said that I believe in them that they were going to get the win today, maybe I didn't expect Rwanda to somehow be able to not beat South Africa, but at least get a draw. But you know what? South Africa also knew what they needed to do to get the result. They knew what they needed to do was get a win, and which was exactly what they did. Congratulations to South Africa. I feel they did deserve to qualify to the World Cup automatically. You know, they played really well. They didn't give Rwanda breathing space at all. I was able to watch the game alongside the Super Eagles game, and I saw how well they played. Rwanda's goalkeeper was, yeah, it didn't do so well. South Africa did win that game 3-0. I think the fact that they played their local based players, it just goes to show how much trust Hugo Bross, their coach, has in them. And that leaves a lot of question as to how the local based players in the MPFL are not up to the standard of these players. You know, the league, there's still a lot of questions about the MPFL. I don't even want to go much into that. But the fact that Hugo Bross could trust the local based players, and they really proved to him that yes, you can trust us, getting the results and getting them to the World Cup after 15 years. Yeah, it leaves much to be said about the MPFL and the NFF. Really, it leaves a lot to be said about the NFL. And I must say that I am really, really impressed about Eric Shaw, what he has done with this team. You know, the last 6 games that he came into we won 4 and we drew 2. I think he gave everything to ensure that Nigeria qualified, and I think he deserves to still be at the helm of the Super Eagles, to still be in charge of them. I don't want the NFF making mistakes and say, oh, because they didn't qualify automatically, oh, they want to sack him. That would be a very stupid decision by the NFF. Let them keep him there. Somehow I feel like we also need stability, because the fact that we've had to go from one coach to the other, it didn't really help. To be honest, it really didn't help. But it is what it is. Nigeria will be playing in the playoffs. Yeah, I will be supporting. I will be here to support them. And as I said, I want to be in America watching Nigeria play in the World Cup come 2026. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on the game, the final game of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers, CAF qualifiers. And the boys put up a very good fight, but I guess we have to go through the long route. Anyways, guys, please share in the comment section what your thought is about the game. And yeah, don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles at _officialFSH. But yes, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, please do. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and it's back to club football. In my next video, we're going to be dropping a preview of some of the games that will be happening at the weekend. Okay, guys, well, that's from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.